Isn't it supposed to get looser? I'm ready, but I have no idea what we're doing. I need the Swede. Where's the Swede?
We're just out here getting it done.
Do you need to seek medical attention?
I think so. I might lose my temper.
What's a prostate?
You'll find out.
Forward! That didn't take much.
Larson?
You never know what we're gonna get into, right, Dougal? Ah! You're in the rhubarb! I'm having fun. Oh yeah, projects. Pumping this one into this one. Yeah. Don't ask why. You'll find out. All right, what we got going is you guys seen us fix or weld on these tanks last season, and unfortunately it's leaking again down in the corner, so we get to pull this out. Fortunate part is we have a crane now to work with. The job will be a little easier. It's just annoying taking all the fittings apart. Hopefully this time we're gonna weld it like you've never seen welding done before. So, to get the tank out, we have got to take this pipe apart. We got it broke at this union, or took apart. And then this has to come out and unscrew out of the tank, and then we can pull the tank out, but we have to drain it first. We sucked as much out as we could and pumped into this tank, and now it's just what the pump won't suck out, which will soon be 5 gallons. Isn't it supposed to get looser? The more it comes out, the tighter it gets. There we go. Okay, we can remove the tank now. Okay, we gotta try to get this back here.
That's plenty. You can just...
Oh, that makes this job, wow, easy. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Do you see a leak? It's gotta be in this corner because you can tell by how it is. This looks like it's been repainted. I think he was welding here. Checking for leaks. We got a little bit of pressure in here. You see any over there? Okay.
It's right here though.
Yeah, it's see how it's. We know we got leaks there, but that ain't temporary. That's temporary, and we don't care about that. I've welded everything besides what Eric did last year. So Eric welded, you know, all of this here, and then actually it was this corner. This side, I don't think, yeah, from here down didn't get welded. He did this last year. Really looks nice. Wasn't leaking there, it was leaking here. You can see where the residue was. So I think we're gonna let this all cool and pressure check in the morning, double check all sides, and yeah, hopefully this is better. Hopefully this is better. I don't know, I didn't do the top because the top don't ever really see any, but you can see that the weld is just so small, just teeny. This is ridiculous how chintzy these were made. And they were custom made for this truck. We did not buy it with those in, I believe, some fab shop. Many, many years ago, 15 plus, welded these up, and I don't know, not quite to my standards. Morning. Same project, different day. I pressure checked it again this morning. I don't have any leaks that I can see. That's always a good thing. So I got my hole plugged up here again. It's ready to get installed. I need to clean this up, spray paint this. Just use a little brake cleaner here and wipe it all down, get some paint on it. I've been trying out these new rags. They're from Farm Chem. They're actually very high quality. Sometimes you need a box of rags. Bring the box of rags to your working spot. If you guys have any interest in trying them, they are high quality. They're like our white ball rags that we use in the shop. You can use Chat 5 off and get 5% off everything on their website actually. So I'm sure once you're there, you'll get into all the sprayer parts and what have you.
Did you get this done?
I think so. I think so.
Did you weld more on it?
I did find one hole last night, this actually. When I was tipped up, it was running out, so I welded that up. But then I pressure checked it. We're all good, Brody. We're all good. Except it's really hard to clean when it keeps swinging. So we gotta go down.
I can hold it.
Way too far. Okay, all we have left to do here is tighten this up, and then I'm gonna have to jiggle the tank, and we're gonna have to pivot the tank just a little bit to get that all to line up, because for some reason it's not lining up. The union.
It's normal.
Alrighty, we finally got it back together. That was more difficult than it needed to be. But for some reason, something's changed, Dougal.
I'm aware.
He was involved. We had to swap out this pipe and make our own pipe. Well, we made it work. This, for some reason, became a ½ inch too short.
You know your rag here is full of pipe dope. Now I'm dirtier than I was when I started wiping my hands off. I'm down to plier failure. That's how today is going.
All right, we're working on soaking up the fuel that was leaked in here. I got all my jugs here, drying the bottom off on some cardboard, and checked the miles on it, and this thing only got 512 miles on it in 2024 season. And it was actually a year ago, just about a year ago, that we were welding on those tanks. So that's interesting how the timeline lines up and that we didn't put very many miles on. Hey, we fixed the squealing belt.
Yeah, stop, Dougal.
Tightened it up like really, really tight, and now that annoying squealing when it starts up is fixed.
Did you stick your finger underneath the alternator where there might be a hole in it?
No.
Brody, I can't believe you'd do that.
Yeah, I asked for help tightening the belt. He shoves it in, and here's the loud cracking pop. The housing has taken him and alternators, Brody. Don't let him touch them. What are you into?
Don't show them. Just don't show them here. I'm dusting.
You're dusting. As you can tell, just like any shop or any flat surface in a shop becomes a shelf. And this is just known to be, look at bolts laying everywhere. What are you gonna do with this all?
I'm gonna vacuum off the bench.
And lay it all.
And I've been cleaning the stuff that's been on the bench and just laying it where I have vacuumed. That's step one. After I get that done, then I'm going to sort through this debris and put it where it is, or throw it. Put it where it's supposed to be, I mean.
Oh, and there's that project that needs to be continued. I just don't want to work on it. It's the biggest problem.
Well, you got serious issues with the headliner. You got to do something with that. Went and burnt the other one.
Oh, like you wanted to save that.
I gotta go. Phone's ringing.
Well, I went and drove truck for a couple of hours, well, most of the afternoon. The line, very long, very boring. Brody got that washed up. I think he fixed some lights on it. I think that's ready for the shed. And then the Swede. The Swede is here working on Old Trusty.
There's issues.
There is, I've been over here looking at the issues, so I know there is so many I don't know where to even start.
Next year, we're gonna get held together by this.
What are you sealing?
Just a small crack.
Oh, okay. Well, where should I start? I came over here looking over the engine because we had a hydraulic hose on a track tensioning line that's leaking, needs to be replaced. That's pretty standard on these. Then I got looking at this hole in the shield. That's loose, not a big deal. But then I got wondering why this melted. And if you look in there, you can see our exhaust has a massive crack in it. So, I believe Dad monkeyed around with, was it that one? A couple of years ago. So we either need to get this whole thing new, this thing that goes down to the back of the turbo, or we try to fix it, which I think we tried doing that and failed the last time we had this problem. This one is sitting with 6,640 hours on it, and it got 482 hours this year. So this is what we were looking at. See how much oil residue and dust is stuck to the back of the rear end, and nothing is dripping down on it. This is the track tensioning hose that's all chewed up, and you see that, you just don't even question it. Just replace it, because when they blow, it is not a fun job when everything is soaked with oil under here. And this side is also starting to, so I'm wondering if it isn't leaking out of this seam. We're gonna have, this one has to go to Titan and get possibly new injectors, so we may have them look at that. Other than that, there's a couple of hoses up there that maybe should be replaced. Leaking. Once again, it's better to fix them here now when it ain't blown up somewhere where you don't want it to happen. All right, I ordered parts for this, so hopefully we'll have those for tomorrow. And yeah, got a couple of hoses, that exhaust pipe's ordered, and it's gonna be the end of the day for us. So thank you guys for watching. We really appreciate it. If you have not subscribed, it's free to subscribe. It helps us out a ton, and we would appreciate it. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.